I'm on my way back from a quick little flight up to Auburn, up in the foothills here. It's a beautiful field. Lincoln, where I'm headed back to, is very busy, and so this is actually a perfect opportunity for what I wanted to share. The other day I shared to my stories a reel by Lineup and Wait, and I'll tag him in here. He does these really great short-form, kind of concise videos of what like good ADM or proper practice. I really enjoy the videos that he puts out, and I'm sure most of you follow him already. But he put one out about proper radio etiquette and calls that are consistent with what we're taught as private pilots. I am just going to try to talk over these. Hopefully the audio comes out because it's there's like three planes in the pattern right. So a standard radio call is like your pattern reports, position reports that we've all learned, calling on your 45, things like that. And he talked in this reel about non-standard position reports, basically using landmarks that aren't actually marked on the sectional. And now our field, we have one. We call it the log pile. I'm very guilty of it. I'm looking at it right now. I'll add it in here somewhere. Hopefully I got a good camera angle of it. But it just so happens that it lines up perfectly with a 2-mile 45. However, what you'll hear a lot out here is 8 miles to the east, headed for the log pile. So your field, we all get complacent with our field. Like we have our locals, we have the people we know, we have the patterns that we're used to flying. And it's pretty easy to forget that sometimes we have visitors, especially if you're near like a major metro area, and so you get a lot of transient, or if you have a really good restaurant and it's super popular, you're going to get a lot of people coming that aren't going to know where your landmarks are. My favorite one that I heard was down kind of in the Central Valley, was at the racetrack, right? And I'm in the air looking for a racetrack. I'm like, I'm where, this guy said he was, I don't see a racetrack. And then on the ground, I was told, I asked somebody, I go, hey, where's this racetrack at that everyone was using as a call-out? They said, oh, it's where that suburb is. About 15 years ago, it was a dirt racetrack, and they built a suburb over it. So, right, that helps nobody. So I like the idea of making the standard radio calls. I try my best to make all my radio calls as standard as possible. Granted, I still use like my log pile call out, but I'll stitch it in here. I'll be over the log pile here in a couple minutes, and I'll edit it in my radio calls. But Lincoln traffic, Cessna 50263 is over the log pile, 2-mile 45 left downwind, runway 15 Lincoln. I think it's just a good reminder for ADM and for general safety that even though you're comfortable with an area and you know it and you're familiar with it, not everybody is. You might have a lot of student pilots. You might have people visiting. There's any number of reasons why you don't want people to be searching for you or trying to figure out where it is that you're saying that you are. So if we use standard position reports, everyone knows where to look for a 45. Everyone knows where to look for a base turn corner, and flying over the field. We all know these things. So just keep that in mind. If you're at your airport, you find yourself making your non-standard typical calls for your area, but you have maybe 5 people in the pattern. So that's it. I'll get off my soapbox now. I just thought that was something worth sharing.